Hello everybody, Princess Bear here, and we're back with another product taste test video.
This time we're trying vegan fish.
Yes, you guys actually asked us to try this Sophie's Kitchen fish fillet, or shrimp rather, and then we added some other fish products because why not go all in on the plant-based fish? Ariel would approve. So let's go eat not fish.
Be sure to keep your life in the bubbles.
You heard the girl.
It smells fishy.
So, we have our vegan fish showdown laid out before us. Gardein versus Sophie's Kitchen versus Good Catch. You guys asked for one of these, so we just sort of went nuts to the other two.
So we have a fish lover and a non-fish lover.
Yes.
Trying the foods. I'm gonna need extra sauce.
Yes, so we have a Remoulade that we make with most of our fish dishes. We do when we do like crabless cakes out of
Hearts of palm or jackfruit or whatever.
Or whatever it is we use. And then we have a tartar sauce that was actually on the back of the
The Good Catch.
It was in the back of the Good Catch box. So we'll put the recipe for both of these in the description. 100% vegan ingredients made with our plethora of spices in the house.
Make sure you always read the description boxes in our videos. They're very important.
So, Princess first to try all this food?
Yeah, we'll take turns. The Gardein Fishless Fillet is an old friend that you might recognize if you've ever had fish and chips at Epcot. Rose and Crown Pub, you can get it to go. Rose and Crown Dining, you can get it with some mushy peas. I'm going to be sad that I don't get to eat this with mushy peas, but I'm going to take a small piece because I know how fishy this is. Nice little pieces of fish. Just fishless fish. And I'm gonna dip it in the tartar sauce. It's a light fish taste, which I appreciate because I'm not a fishy person. I prefer my fishless fish to taste artificial. And this absolutely does. It's better when it's deep fried at Epcot than oven baked, but I think oven baked is healthier. We don't air fry. We have a toaster oven also, but I still prefer the oven. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 fish. For somebody that doesn't like fish, I will like this. Tartar sauce is good with it. Let's see if the Remoulade is good with it too. It's great with any sauce. Remoulade is so much better than tartar. Thank you, Nola, for introducing us to Remoulade. I think that this is a nice little comforting fish dish for somebody that doesn't really want fishy food.
Gardein definitely feels like that old friend. We have definitely eaten a lot of these in a lot of dishes at theme parks and otherwise. This is sort of like the baseline for most vegan fish we eat. We've only had one vegan fish that's done it any better than this, and this was a pop-up shop in Jacksonville. Oh my god. And that fish was amazing. That was mostly deep fried banana leaves and some other combination of things. This is something that's more commercial. And this is what we want to get towards. Not everybody can deep fry and cook banana leaves and season them. We want to see if we can get this at home. So, let's go ahead and just get off a piece of this. You know, even though I'm not the biggest fan of mushy peas, am missing mushy peas right now. This could have been dinner. Let's try this tartar sauce. I love tartar sauce. Mine's usually more yellow mustard based. This is mostly Dijon. But new things. No, I've never thought Gardein did a bad job. The consistency of Gardein is more like fish sticks than actual fried fish. But hey, if you're halfway there, it's better than most people. Let's try some Remoulade. Remoulade just brings fish to life. Tartar sauce is a classic. Remoulade, special place for us. You should definitely try it once or twice if you've never had it. I would give this fish 3 out of 5 claws. It isn't something that I would have every day, but it definitely tastes something you get at like a Captain D's or a frozen food section, which is where it comes from, so it makes a lot of sense. The fish flavor is there, but it's light. It's like akin to what a white fish would be for us omnivores. It falls apart like white fish. The breading is a little bit less fried, but still retains like that fried fish sort of flavoring. So a solid 3 for me is what you get. Better than I expect, but not something I'm gonna try to trick my omnivore friends with.
Gluten-free, soy-free, sea roach. I can't call it sea roach because it's not really sea roach. Faux roach? Faux sea roach.
That just sounds
Sea foach? Sea foach. I don't know. I don't know how big of a piece to take. I'm gonna take one of these guys. I'm scared. I'm really scared. Let's try the tartar sauce. I forgot to put lemon juice on it. It actually doesn't taste horrible. It doesn't taste like shrimp though. It's not seafood, it's just kind of mushy. I haven't had shrimp in so many years, but I feel like this is not what shrimp tastes like. I'll try it with the Remoulade. The sauce helps. I love that it's not fishy. And it's not like a super horrible consistency, so I'm not mad at it. It's a great attempt at fish, and I would like to try more Sophie's Kitchen fish options because I feel like this one has a lot of potential to be amazing, and I can actually eat it. I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 5 shrimps. I think if you pair it with something else, not just shrimp by itself, maybe put it in a salad, maybe put it in like shrimp tacos or something, it would be a beautiful star.
I think for a lot of these, just episode of thought, probably would have been, even though less healthy, probably better air fry to get that crispy crust. The oven, it's possible, but it's not as easy frying it. We don't eat a whole lot of fried food. We imagine that most people would probably heat this up in like a oven or microwave. If you think different, let us know. We've been asked to get an air fryer before. It might be something we consider down the line. Maybe. Shrimp is one of those like sacred things to me. Shrimp is not one of those things that I ever think is going to be like even 50% of the way to actual shrimp. Being vegan, it's just one of those unique foods that I don't think translates very well to be a vegan. Now, we've had some places that get close. We've had Loving Hut here in Orlando, which does like vegan shrimp rolls that have the coloration and everything. And unless you did like some close inspection, you wouldn't really think, not shrimp. But this commercially available stuff kind of worries me. We did a little bit crisp. For these, I would definitely say follow directions to a T. But let's see how it tastes with the tartar sauce. I don't usually eat with shrimp with tartar sauce, but usually be like a cocktail sauce if anything. Let's just give this a try. Now with the Remoulade, nice big dip. There you go. Drip, drip, drip. See, what I don't get there is like that unique shrimp flavor. That's what I'm worried about. It tastes like sort of like the shrimp that you would get in like a cup of noodles. or a similar like microwavable noodle bowl. The breading does retain some of like the ishi sort of oceanish flavor, but it's more like a sad version of popcorn shrimp. It doesn't translate well to fish for me. Like I think for vegans, like it's a good try. It's in the direction of shrimp. Like I said, shrimp is one of those really hard flavors to duplicate. It's literally like a shrimp seasoning, like you can buy it in a grocery store, or like a frozen popcorn shrimp, which is again what it is. Again, I don't think this is going to convince any sort of omnivore to flex to plant-based fish, but I do think it's on the way to being in the right direction and a good first step. I think there is some room for improvement here. Even with the lemon, I honestly don't think it would have made a difference, but maybe with some different seasonings, maybe if we'd used an air fry, maybe a little bit close, but the flavor for me is still on the road, but not quite there yet. For me, that's a 2 out of 5 plus.
Now we have a frozen fish fillet to end this smell of this house smelling like fried food. I guess this is like a country fish type thing. I don't know. I don't like fish. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm just gonna grab a little corner over here. Little piece of fish in the tartar sauce. This is the tartar sauce that was recommended on this bag of fish, so let's see. I'm just gonna cover it, smother it in tartar sauce. This one is the fishiest of them all. It definitely needs a tartar sauce. Oh, that fish flake taste. Too fishy for me. This is like eating an actual fish fillet. I can't. I'm gonna try it with the Remoulade, but I cannot. I don't like fishy food. I never really liked fish, even before I went vegan or vegetarian. All right, here we go. The Remoulade is great. You know, like when you see like an expired vitamin medicine and you know you shouldn't take it, but you take it anyway, and then it gets stuck in your mouth and you have that like vitamin, like disgusting aftertaste that you just want to like wash out as quickly as possible. That's what this fillet tastes like. Expired vitamins that I really just want to throw up. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna give it a 1.5 out of 5 fake fish.
Fish fillets. I, as a child, going to the local fried fish restaurant when I lived in Atlanta was a weekly tradition for my family. I really only like the hush puppies. I have never been a fan of fried fish, and the closest I've come to eating a fish fillet in my adult life was probably like drunken fillet of fish runs at McDonald's at 2 in the morning. That being said, I am expecting similar frozen fish taste. It looks like a frozen breaded fish. It's got that texture to it. It also looks like you could have benefited from being like air fried. The breading on these is very, very thin. Make sure you like grease whatever you're gonna cook it on, because it will stick and basically fall apart to basically anything it touches when it's starts to warm up. The breading, it can tend to be a little bit thicker for like a breaded sort of fish fillet. Let's give her a little dunk in the tartar sauce. It does smell like a pet, like the aquarium section of a pet store. Not gonna lie. Maybe the Remoulade. I'm sure my face is saying more than I can come up with right now. No offense to the creators and owners of Good Catch, but if you were to put this in front of a omnivore like myself, the best way I could describe it is breaded cardboard layered with seaweed, frozen, and then warmed in the oven to be dipped in a sauce. That may be a little bit harsh, maybe a tiny bit harsh, because cardboard would not chew that easy. The flavor is not there. That is not fish. It doesn't come anywhere near fish. It's not even in the same ocean as fish. There's like the ocean, lakes, ponds. This is like the bagged fish at a carnival. It's not good. I would love to try more of their products because I've seen a couple Good Catch things, but this is gonna have to be a no for me. This is yeah, no. That's a 1 out of 5 clause for me. That to me, that is barely edible. Even for people that grew up on like frozen seafood, I cannot recommend this. Not at all. If you get a chance, however, to try any mom and pop vegan fish place, I suggest you try that and before you go and try any of this. Disappointing, because I was expecting good things from a place called Good Catch. I've said it before about other places that name their food. If you're gonna put good, great, or any other adjective like that in your name, you had better stick the landing. In this case, you absolutely did not. That is definite 1 out of 5 clause.